on Max again?
Oh, I was playing Loadout.
Stop having your fucking vibration on your ears. God damn it.
I was playing Loadout. What do you expect? To not crank that shit?
All right. Anyway, I'm going.
Because I'm totally gonna crank that shit. Game's awesome. I have to feel the vibrations in my ear holes.
Anywho,
I said ear holes, so well, again.
Because why not?
Smash attack. It's much later than we normally do it because scheduling.
Yes.
But this week will most likely be part one of a two-parter. We're going to discuss Other M. Jesus. Project M. I'm retarded.
Wow. Great start. It'll be a three-parter at the pace we're going at now.
Fuck. No, this will be the podcast from here on out. I can try to make a coherent thought. Go. But
Project
first...
M. Yes.
Project M. But first, we need to recap 2 weeks of screenshots because we haven't.
Mm-hmm. Let's
First-
do this.
First screenshot, we see Lucario. They're comparing how his moveset actually is tweaked by his damage now, which in Brawl wasn't really noticeable,
Yeah.
but this is very noticeable.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be pretty intense.
Yeah. I did play as him a little bit when I was playing Project M. I didn't notice anything too different, but then again, I never really played as him to begin with, so... but I don't know. I kind of want to try him out a little bit just to kind of get ready for the next Smash game, so I kind of can understand how much of a change that they put into him.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I just always wrote him off as oh, you're not Mewtwo, and moved on with life.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, I need to revisit him as well. Next screenshot, we have another Lucario, his up B recovery, which also confirms Luigi's up B recovery is returning.
Yes.
So, hooray for Rocket Hands.
But don't forget what Sakurai said. He said that the more energy that you have charged up, that the more powerful and further you'll go with the up B. So you have to be careful not
That's
to.
his aura too, yeah.
Yeah, not to overshoot your recovery.
Huh, I'm all for that.
Yep.
It's like Wario's down B. Don't do that at like above half the screen if you're fully charged.
Right.
So. Next one. We have another Lucario screen with a Pokemon.
Yep.
That's confirmed for the Pokemon Ball, the Pokeball. But the interesting thing here is that this was the Pokemon. I do not know their goddamn names, so forgive me. But this was from Spear Pillar, which probably means Spear Pillar will not be a playable level. Which I am completely okay with. I hated that level. Like, I can take random environmental stuff, but that one was, oh, we're going to flip the screen and put it upside down and not going to change how your controls work, but you're just going to have to go fucking retarded. Like, I did not enjoy that level at all. I think they're much better as Pokemon, legendary Pokemon from the Pokeballs. I'm good with it.
I kind of liked it, but that was just me.
I couldn't stand Spear Pillar. Like the only stage effects that I hated were the ones that flipped it. The laser beams, the destructible stage, yeah, that's all fine. But as soon as you start flipping it, but not orienting like fucking with your head outside of the game, yeah, no thanks.
Okay.
No thanks. Yeah.
Next screenshot.
Fuck those guys. I think this was supposed to be Rosalina's up B, and Sakurai's quote on this one was fucking ridiculous because it was very, very overly sexual in how it came across. Let me look it up.
Well, Japan. So.
Yeah, it was something along the lines of she's got the entire galaxy under her dress.
Yeah.
And all of the comments were actually good that time around. Like, Jesus, Sakurai, what the hell? What's wrong with you? Let's see, where was it? Yes, it is said that the cosmos is beneath Rosalina's gown. They reworded that. I know they reworded that.
What was it before?
I don't remember. It's not there.
Yeah,
There are so many. Oh my god. If you look at the Miiverse right now, there is just a swath. The administrators came through and just deleted a shit of them.
Oh god.
Oh my god, that's great. Yeah, no, it was overly sexual.
Yeah.
But I think this is her up B, or maybe her aerial up.
Yeah. I actually went back to the video to watch it, and yeah, it's very quick. You don't get to see it.
Yeah.
So.
So many comments deleted. This, I can't believe we didn't predict this.
I know. I was so excited about it though.
Mother Brain is an assist trophy, and I guess I don't know. Mother Brain in the game always. Oh shit! Mario's in the screenshot. I never even noticed him.
Yeah,
he's hiding behind it.
Yeah.
But like, I guess I just never anticipated Mother Brain being an assist trophy because to me it always seemed more like a building, like a structure.
Yeah.
So it'd be more for like an environmental hazard.
Right.
But yeah, no, it looks like it'll be really fucking cool, completely overpowered and awesome.
Yeah, like if you're in front of it, like here, yeah, you get hit by the beam. But if you're, I would assume around it, it shoots the rings that does damage you if you get hit by them.
It looks like it's actually locking Samus into place there.
Yeah.
So it could be shitty. But good to have Metroid, more representation of the Metroid franchise.
Yes, dear God, yes. I was so happy about it. That was definitely the best way to end that week. I was really excited. And this was like a lazy Monday fucking screenshot.
Yeah, the Nintendo stage. People were freaking out over the apparent screenshot in the television, but every time they've shown this level, it's always been the same image. And a lot of people were freaking out, oh my god, it's Ness on the right and Falco on the top. It's like, how the hell can you discern anything from that?
Yeah.
That might be Ness, that also might be a mailbox.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really tell. But yes, the Nintendo stage, still forthcoming. Okay.
Yeah, not much to say there.
Yeah, puppies. And home run bat. I love what they've done with the home run bat.
Yeah, it looks way better now.
Well, maybe not from a design standpoint. I'm not a fan of the golden handle. But what they did for character animation with the interaction with it.
Yeah.
With DK's eyes literally bulging out of his head.
Well, Sakurai says it's supposed to happen to every character.
Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah. I didn't notice it until now, but the little Smash icon that's on the very bottom of that bat.
The hilt?
Yeah.
Is it still a hilt on a bat? I know it is on a sword. I'm not sure.
Yeah. They made it look like a fucking hilt.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like an aluminum bat. So will it actually have like the wooden bat crack if you hit someone with it, or will it do like the ting of like a fucking aluminum bat?
Or maybe just something fucking really ridiculous.
Like Squeaky Hammer.
Not so much that ridiculous.
Squeaky Hammer.
I don't know, like a unique sound or something. I don't know.
Well, it did. There was no other wooden implement with other than the home run bat.
Mm.
So when you got that hit, that crack, that was, yeah, I don't know. I think it's overly intricate and shouldn't. It doesn't need to be that way.
Yeah. Moving on.
But it is back. It
Yeah.
is back. This, I'm not sure if this is a revamp of one of Peach's moves. It looks like they're changing up her moveset a bit. If I don't know if this is a taunt or a move. It looks more like a move,
Yeah. I would say,
like her up A.
yeah. Yeah, her up smash or something. I don't know.
It looks similar to it,
Right.
just flashier.
Yes. This was gearing the comments was saying that, oh, tomorrow's Valentine's Day, we're gonna gear up for the Nintendo Direct.
Correct. Yay.
Yep.
To which we saw the announcement of Little Mac. We called it, but so did the entirety of the internet.
Yeah.
But I really like the idea of Little Mac, the fact that he is not aerial based in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
He seems to have an ability where he just doesn't flinch. In the trailer, he gets hit by a number of projectiles and it doesn't change. It doesn't interrupt him. He does not flinch.
Yeah.
So he gets some big, crazy attack priority. Actually, in the trailer, if you look closely, Link does his up B on the ground, and Mac takes a couple of hits just to get in close and do his up B.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. And the current theory, if you watch the video too, because he's unique with his bar, with his meter, to get his one-hit KO. The theory, and I've seen a couple of people confirm this, because that bar is actually from Super Punch-Out. And how it worked in that game, you had to keep successively landing hits without getting hit yourself. And if you watch the video, as it's increasing, he's not getting hit. His health percentage isn't changing. But once it zooms back out, Bowser went from like 50 to 225. Something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So it looks like you have to be consistently attacking and not getting hit in order to get that charged up faster.
Yeah.
And once you do, it's a one-hit KO.
Right.
So if you really have to work for it, then yeah, by all means, that is balanced as shit.
Yeah.
But he just seems like a real. He's just as tall as Pikachu.
Yeah, I love in the my favorite part in the video is once he's introduced, they have him standing next to Samus, and Samus kind of looks down at him and like measures herself, and you see the little dotted line appear next to it, and then she like lowers her hand like right to his head, and she's like, huh. And he just like looks up and sees the dotted line, and then just like hits her into the fucking knocks her out.
Yeah, he's great. I really like that he was coming in.
Yeah.
He was another one of those characters in Brawl that's like, yeah, he's an assist trophy, but why isn't he playable?
Right.
So come on, Sakurai, give us Waluigi.
Yeah, right. I know. It gives us hope a little bit.
A little bit.
But
A lot of people hate Waluigi, but they're haters.
But watching his video, like, I really do like some of his moveset, and I really do like how he plays. And I'm definitely... I'm kind of really excited to try him out.
His recovery is going to be shit. He's going to be based around not getting hit
Yeah.
and not flinching. That's all.
I guess I just like it because it adds such a new strategy for him as a character.
Well, yeah, no other player, no other character is going to play like Little Mac does.
Yeah.
He looks like he's faster than Sonic. He's extremely fast. If you look at the amount of distance that he can cover, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's going to be fast. You're going to have to be agile. Except when he gets his, what is it, Giga Mac, his final smash.
Oh, God, yeah.
Slows down. That's from the Wii version, apparently. You
I
just supercharge.
I never played it, but I think like maybe like a demo though, but that was about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where that one's from. So they're really pulling from everything, from the entirety of the Punch-Out franchise. All three games, they're pulling a lot in.
Hmm.
Technically four, if you want to call Mike Tyson's Punch-Out different.
Hmm.
But yeah, Little Mac, super excited.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So today's topic is Project M.
Mm-hmm.
For those who are unfamiliar with it, Project M was a fan-created mod for Brawl, which completely rebalanced the game. It re-added Roy and Mewtwo.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Mario became a new outfit for Mario. Yeah, and basically it was a complete overhaul of the entire game, top to bottom. Some characters only needed minor tweaking in their movesets, basically damage ratios, things like that. Other characters got completely new movesets.
Mm-hmm.
It's a completely different game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Completely.
Yeah, I've had a couple weeks to kind of play some of it to get an idea. I didn't the 2 weeks ago when when you announced that we were going to talk about this
Jesus.
topic. So I ran out, got a copy of Brawl, and downloaded Project M. And it is. I'm so used to playing Brawl, but once I got my hands on Project M and started playing it, I absolutely loved it. What they did to it was just fantastic, and it just I was just really impressed with what they changed and how they changed it, and it was just like some of the stuff that they did. It was just like, how the fuck did Nintendo not come up with that? Like that's some things that I just couldn't understand. Like I understand some of the things they did, like some of the skins. Like they also had like the old Fox and Falco skins. Those
Mhm.
are alternative skins, and that's like, okay, they just want to kind of appease to the fighting crowd, like the really hardcore Smash people, and be like, okay, here's some of your characters or throwbacks from the earlier franchise if you want to play as them, if those are the characters that you're more used to, like the melee characters.
Mhm.
That's fine. I understand that they're trying to appease to that crowd. And Dr. Mario, how he has his own move set with that skin, so it's kind of like
Well,
he's-
it's more retextured.
Right.
So, like, his pills act exactly the same as the fireballs. They got rid of the flood device.
Mm,
So his down B is back to spiraling.
okay.
Like, it's really interesting because, like, the biggest change for me is they took something like the Pokemon Trainer, and they split up all three Pokemon into three separate characters
Hmm.
that all now have a complete moveset. You can't switch between them.
Mm,
Sheik and Zelda, you can still switch between them.
right.
Zero Suit and regular Samus, again, you can still switch between them with their Final Smash. But it's just... This was the game that I think Nintendo should have released.
Yeah.
It's just that little bit faster. It's just that little bit snappier.
Yeah, I noticed that. Like playing Brawl with the, because I have the nunchuck and Wiimote, and I've been playing with that. I noticed it wasn't as responsive, and I got a little frustrated. And when I played Project M, like it just seemed much tighter. Like it seemed more responsive with my controls, and yeah, definitely it felt faster, and it definitely felt like a good Smash game.
Yeah. It's so much more well balanced, and other characters that people normally wouldn't play because they, like, I played a lot of Rob just because it's Rob and it's silly, and Rob wasn't the best character. Now he's a goddamn force to be reckoned with. Like, his side B has no delay, and it charges across the stage a lot faster. He has a lot higher priority in his attacks. He's so much more balanced. It's easier to land things. He's more maneuverable.
Yeah.
He's much less stiff.
Right.
Wario, they completely took out his bike.
Yeah, I
his
remember you
side-
mentioning that.
His side B is now his shoulder dash,
Hmm.
which drives me. I liked the motorcycle,
Yeah.
but I can see why they would want to get rid of it, because if the bike is out on the level, but you're not near it, that's a wasted move slot.
Mm.
You're not acting competitively in that sense, I guess.
Right. Some of the ones that I noticed that I absolutely love, Snakes. They changed up Snake's moveset. Instead of the Nikita, it is now his tranquilizer gun, which puts people to like a dead stop. They like go right to sleep. It's like Jigglypuff's like her sleep. But
Your song.
yeah, but I did notice that you actually only have, I think, because it is the tranquilizer gun, you can only fire it once, and you have to reload to use it again. So you fire it once, and then you have to push side B again for him to reload it.
Oh no, it's more than one round.
Oh, is it? Oh,
You get like 4 or 5,
yeah, okay,
probably 5, before he has to reload.
right. But I did like that, how you have to reload to like fire it again, because there was plenty of times where I was ready to fire it, and then I saw him reloading, and I was like, oh shit.
Son of a bitch.
And then I mean, this is not so much from a move standpoint, but I loved how his taunts is no longer just the box. The box is one of them that they kept in, but the other two was kind of like, okay, one of them I was like, okay, obviously it's Nintendo. They want to keep it family friendly. I could see why they don't have it. It's the one where he pulls out his SIGs and he puts one and he lights it up for a quick second and takes a drag from it, and he gains like 1% health damage when he has it out, and then he flicks it out. And when he flicks it out, if you're actually in front of him, you get burn damage from the cigarette that he tosses. And so that one, I was like, okay, it's cigarettes, it's Snake smoking. Obviously, they're not gonna have that and trying to be in a Nintendo game. But the other one was like, he does a little codec call to Colonel, and he says mission accomplished. And I know that's his win game taunt that he does, when you're on the score screen. But I was still like, they could have had that. They could have had him doing a codec call as one of his taunts. So I guess it's just funny how I found that move set with the tranquilizer gun. I was like, oh yeah, that could have worked. And then the taunts, like, those are things I just got so giddy about, and I was just like, how did Nintendo not come up with these things?
Yeah. It just seems to me, I'm not sure. I mean, they were approaching Project M as how do we best make Brawl the competitive fighter that they wanted to have as a consumer, as a competitive community.
Right.
Using Brawl as the basis, they then tried to make it more like Melee, hence Project M.
Yeah.
Sakurai, at the time that they were developing Brawl, really didn't like the idea of their game being competitive. And Nintendo still kind of has this weird love-hate relationship with the competitive scene, because they don't want it to be viewed as... They don't want it to become the preeminent image of Mario beating the shit out of Peach, essentially. So, I think with the new one, with Wii U and 3DS, I believe they are listening to the competitive scene, because they are like the largest supporters. If it wasn't such a great game, Melee would not be still being played at a competitive level 10 years later.
Yeah.
After it's been out.
Right.
You wouldn't have this rabid fan base. It seems to me that Melee was an accident that struck gold.
Yeah.
In Brawl, they were trying to not do that again for some reason. Well, for all the reasons that I've already listed.
Yeah,
But
and so many people, like even today when I was with some friends and we were talking about different consoles and you know what Nintendo's up to and things like that. Like they mentioned Smash. Smash is the you know they thought that Smash is the one thing that Nintendo you know really puts a lot of effort and thought and has such a big fan base behind it that it's always the game that people go out and go get the new consoles or go you know pick up a copy for you know whether if it is for the 3DS or go out and buy a Wii U for the Wii U version. So um, yeah, Smash I feel like at this point is really kind of like their savior in a sense.
well, if they make it robust enough, because right now they don't, we won't have a way to mod it. I mean, how long since Brawl came out did we get Project M? Years and years and years.
Yeah.
And Brawl still kind of has a love-hate relationship with the competitive scene. If they do not make, let's call it for argument's sake, Smash Brothers Kerfuffle, the newest one on Wii U and 3DS. We'll just call it Kerfuffle because it's easier to say. Kind of. If they don't make it up to snuff and they don't make it at a competitive level, people may just skip it.
Mm.
You do have that potential. Albeit, I think it's very, very minimal that people would skip it. People are super hyped up about all the new characters.
Yeah.
But the odds are there. If it comes out and it does not live up to this competitive spec that everyone is assuming will be there, it may be shunned. I mean, look at how Brawl was shunned when it first came out.
Mm.
And still is.
Yeah.
Random tripping. Random tripping. Why?
Which Project M got rid of.
And they got rid of. That was the first thing that they announced in any kind of an interview with Sakurai was, hey, what about random tripping? Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
There's no random tripping. I would like to meet whoever the fuck thought that that was an okay thing. And slap them.
Yeah.
But they do. They need to come out and they need to embrace the competitive scene. Because they're the ones that are going to support it.
Mm-hmm.
And keep it going.
Yeah, if anything, this should be because it makes me wonder if some of the you know developers over at you know who are making Smash if they got their hands on and tried out Project M and see how it played and you know maybe that they could you know get some sort of influencer be like you know hey you know these people are able to come up with something like this that's this good and you know how are we not coming up with something this good like you know we're the people who make these games and these are people just taking what we've made and you know changing it this way like how are we not making it this good yeah I don't know I want to say it might be too late now that like so many wheels are in motion with Smash, but that's not to say that you know there's still no release date. There's still plenty of time for them to balance things out. You know, I mean, hell, like maybe every 2 or 3 weeks. No, I wouldn't say 3 weeks, but I'd say like at least a week and a half to 2 weeks. We get some kind of part of the daily picks. There's like some kind of it just shows like a new mechanic of the game, or maybe a changed mechanic.
Yeah, they're slowly getting more into that, but I don't know if they're going to do that. I think the bigger thing, because they can tell us about mechanics all they want, you're not going to know exactly how you feel about it until you get it in your hand.
Right.
So for me, yeah, tell me about it. That's fine, but I'd much rather see character reveals, updated movesets,
Okay.
personally. And at this point, I think this is just me going out on a limb based off of absolutely fucking nothing. But I think we're probably at about the halfway mark of character announcements.
Yeah.
And it has been pretty consistent. Every 1 or 2 weeks, we get a new character. Normally, veterans coming back. We know we only ever get the full-fledged brand new character announcements during Nintendo Directs.
Yeah.
And they may, but or may not, I'm not sure, be going the route of we're not going to announce unlockable characters. Unless they're a newcomer.
Right.
Because who was unlockable? Unlock characters.
I
There were
will say though,
16.
it was funny. It's funny having a fresh copy, well, fresh-ish kind of copy of Brawl, but then having Project M. It's like, challenger approaching. It's like, but he's already there.
They're there. I don't. What do you? Nah. Melee. Okay, so unlockable characters in Brawl were Ness, Marth, Luigi, Falco, Captain Falcon, Lucario, Snake, Rob, Ganondorf, Game & Watch, Sonic, Jigglypuff, Toon Link, and Wolf. Out of all of them, the ones that were announced before they ran out of stuff to announce on the dojo were Snake and Sonic. They didn't announce any of the unlockable characters unless they had the whole, oh, this is a spoiler type thing over top of it. So people are freaking out right now because Ness isn't there. Because Captain Falcon isn't there. Falco isn't there. The only reason Luigi's there is because of the Year of Luigi that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we are probably seeing the same thing happen here. There's probably going to be, out of all of these characters, the only new ones were Rob, Toon Link, and Wolf that were unlockable. Besides Sonic and Snake. So those 3 new characters just weren't officially on the site. So they may have actually thought this one out, and we won't actually see that information until much later.
Mm-hmm. I can't see Mega Man being open right from the gate.
No, Mega Man probably will not be. Much like Snake was not, or Sonic was not.
Rosalina will be hidden as well.
What do you base that on?
I don't know, because there's already like Peach and Mario and Bowser, like right from the get-go. There's already enough Mario characters to play right out of the gate that I feel like she's more of a unlockable.
Luigi's going to be unlockable.
Yeah. I didn't say his name.
No, I'm just saying he's your locked character.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the big newcomers that they've already announced will be locked, but that's just me. I think you're wrong. I think everyone who has been announced so far will be unlocked, and you're wrong.
I like how you got no other basis than that other than you're wrong. That's like
you're wrong.
It's just you're wrong. Yep. Fuck you.
Yep. You're wrong. Deal with it. Deal with it. What?
We'll see. We'll see
yes,
at the XX month and XX day at 20XX.
God damn it. Yeah. I'm still waiting for a Mega Man X skin. That's all I want. So next week we will continue our discussion on Project M. We're over our half-hour mark.
Yeah.
We will continue our discussion, and we will talk about probably the levels.
Okay.
Because we didn't even touch on that. They completely revamped all the levels.
Okay.
And we barely even scratched the surface on character changes, so.
Oh, yeah.
So join us next week for Project Melee Part 2.
Yes.
Part 2.